Welcome back to Slay the Spire. The purpose of this video is, again, a beginner video taking a look at the Ironclad character. And we're going to go through Act 2 in this video. So we went through Act 1 for those who've never really seen this character or want to know how to play. So we're going to go ahead and just kind of jump right in. So where we left off was, these are our spoils from when we fought the Guardian here in Act 1. So we'll take our gold. Essence of Steel is a nice card. Let's go ahead and get rid of this random colorless card here to get that. And now we've got, every time you beat a boss, you can pick one of three of the best types of cards here, these gold bordered ones. You don't have to take these, by the way. Just because they are a really good card doesn't mean that they're a good card for your hand and how you're playing. So let's take a look actually at our relics first. So we're getting 6 hit points back at the end of each combat. If we only play 3 cards or less, we get to draw 3 additional cards the next turn, and on our third turn we get 18 block for free. So looking at our hand here, we have this rampage that we're getting our damage on here, and then we've done a good job of getting rid of some of these basic cards, and we can get rid of even more of them as we play through with this True Grit as we exhaust. The Seeing Red will exhaust itself after we play it. This Firebreathing will kind of go away out of our draw because it's a power card. So we have the ability to get our card count pretty small. In the armaments, we can upgrade everything. And then in theory, once we upgrade all the cards in our hand, we can use True Grit to then get this card out of our rotation. Okay, so with that being said, we've got 3 good choices. This one right here will give us an extra energy once we play it, which is nice, but it does make us vulnerable for 2 turns. But if you upgrade it, it only makes us vulnerable for 1 turn, so you just have to find the right time to play it. This Fire Fiend is really nice to get your hand smaller. Again, kind of takes the place of True Grit, but it costs 2 points to play, and it does a lot of damage potentially, but it's a little bit trickier to play. This Brutality is basically allows us to draw an extra card at the cost of 1 hit point. Now that might sound bad, but again, remember, we do heal 6 hit points at the end of each turn. So if we have Brutality in play and we only play 3 cards, that means that we'll be able to draw 9 cards the next turn, which gives us tons of options to be able to do stuff, which is really nice. So we're going to go ahead and go for this Brutality card here. And if we upgrade it, it becomes innate, which means it starts in our hand. So that would be a nice card to be able to upgrade. Okay, now after you beat an act boss, you then get to choose a relic. And again, you don't have to choose any. Okay, you can skip it. For instance, this one here, this Coffee Dripper, means that we can't rest at rest sites anymore. That's actually not a very bad relic for this character, because this character can get healing from the Burning Blood relic. We then have 2 other ones here, Velvet Choker and Mark of Pain. Velvet Choker, you basically always get an extra energy, but you can't play more than 6 cards. Well, this actually synergizes really well with our Pocketwatch, right? Because we want to try to keep our cards down to, under 3 if we can. The problem is that Velvet Choker forces you to not be able to play more than 6 cards. So once you've played 6 cards, you can't play anymore regardless. And that can actually end up being pretty bad for you. It's nice to have the option with Pocketwatch, but not to be forced to. The other one here is Mark of Pain. So this also will give us an extra energy that we can use every turn, but at the start of combat we shuffle 2 wound cards into our draw pile. And these wound cards basically just kind of bloat your deck, and you can't do anything really with them. However, we did pick up this Firebreathing card. So a wound card is a status card. So if we draw a wound card, even though it doesn't do anything, doesn't really hurt us, doesn't really help us, if we have Firebreathing, that wound will actually do 6 points of damage to all enemies for free. We don't have to spend any points on it. And if we upgrade the fire breathing, that wound will do 10 points of damage. So if 2 wounds come into our hand and we have an upgraded fire breathing going with this power, that's 20 points of damage where we don't have to spend any energy on whatsoever. So in this case, I'd mentioned earlier how this fire breathing is not really great for Act 1. It's good for one of the elites and then for one of the bosses. But fire breathing can be used to really make what is supposed to be a negative here, adding 2 wounds, into actually a positive. So we're going to go ahead and take this Mark of Pain, which means that we're going to be getting we're going to get these wounds added, but provided that we can get our fire breathing up and running, it's actually not a bad thing. So let's go ahead and take a look. Again, we're going to try not to fight elites. We want campfires. Okay. So I see 1, 2, 3 campfires that way. And 1. So, okay. So I think I want to hit this way up here, and then we'll hit the merchant, and we'll hit that campfire. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. So those are the wounds that are going to be into our guys here. So the unplayable status cards. Okay. So what do we want to do here? Well, first let's go ahead and play our armament, right, which is going to give us block and upgrade all of our cards. Then we'll play a ghostly armor because we don't want to lose it. Then we're going to play this rage. And then we're going to get 5 block just for playing this strike. Don't really need to do it. We can't get out of this shielding. And then we've got enough shielding, so we can just go ahead and end this turn. I did play 4. I shouldn't have played that strike, because now our card draw is going to be less. So actually, I could have played that better. Okay. Let's go ahead and play our brutality. So now we're going to take a point of damage each turn, but we're also going to get extra card draw. Then, let's play this fire breathing. Okay. Then we're going to play this true grit. We're going to get rid of this strike. So now we have to decide, do we want to take 2 points of damage, or 3 points of damage, and draw all of these cards next turn? Or, let's do that. We'll be able to draw all these cards, so we're going to do 12 points of damage to them right off the bat. And I'm just going to take the damage. So we're actually going to draw 9 cards. And we have a lot of defense. See all this defense from our captains. Well, so right there, his shield got knocked down by 12 due to the wounds that popped up. Okay. So, let's play the Thunderclap. Let's play the Rampage. Actually, let's play the Bash to make them vulnerable longer. And then I'm only going to play 1 more card because I only have 1 more energy, and that'll be the Rampage. That's it. So we're going to draw 9 more cards next turn, which means that we're going to draw everything that's in our draw pile plus 3 more. So we could get a Rampage again, which would be cool. Let's see what we get. We get our Rampage again. Great. So let's go ahead and play. We're going to play more than 3 cards. So we're going to play our Rage, right? And then we're going to play Thunderclap to make him vulnerable, and also get 5 defense, right? Because of that Rage. Oh, I should have done the armament first. Do I want to play this armament? Might as well play the armament in order to play that. Then we'll play our Rampage. And then I can either play the True Grit or the Ghostly Armor. Let's go ahead, and we're really hurting him. We're hurting him a lot. Let's go ahead and play the True Grit. Just to get rid of... let's get rid of this defense here. We're also going to lose our ghostly armor because we didn't play it, which is fine. We're going to take another point of damage from our brutality. So we're going to draw all the cards that are in our draw pile there. So, let's see. Let's play 1 defend, 2 defend, and we'll play this 3rd card here to make him vulnerable for longer. And that's it. And then we'll kill him this next turn more than likely. We're going to draw 9 cards. If we draw a rampage, we win. And there it is. There we go. We'll hit him for 36 points of damage. And we're going to get almost all our health back. Okay. So, all 3 of these are great cards. This is going to give us card draw. This is again going to help us get to our better cards faster. Right? Get rid of these strikes and defends. This obviously is going to go card draw, and then another one of these fire breathings, which again we could actually kill our enemies just by playing fire breathing, especially if we upgrade it. This is tough. We can play it. Let's see here. I want to play the True Grit. So again, I kind of want to say like talking about like beginner playing versus like advanced. Let's not take the fire breathing. Let's make sure that we always have some good amount of defense. So we'll take the True Grit. Even though I really wanted to take that fire breathing again, because that'd be pretty fun to do 20 points of damage every single time. Okay. Essentially, we have to decide. We have a 70% chance to win 100 gold, or a 30% chance to win 250. We're going to bet 50 regardless. So let's go ahead and we have Merchant coming up here. I always lose whenever I bet for the big one, so we'll do this and hopefully I lost. Oh well. So I just lost 50 gold. That's unfortunate. I should have bet big. Okay, cool. So we've got our brutality, so we're going to play that. We've got our ghostly armor. We're going to play this so that way we don't lose it. And then we're going to play this bash here. And it's not going to quite work because he's got this artifact that negates 2 debuffs. I don't want to play this thunderclap though because I want to get the card draw. I want to draw 9 cards next turn. Okay, we pulled 1 wound, so we got 1 more wound next turn. Look at all this defense we have next turn, right? So let's go ahead and play. Do we have armament? No. Okay. We will play the fire breathing. We're gonna go ahead and play a lot of cards this turn. Actually, let's see about this here. I played the rampage. We'll play the True Grit. And that's gonna be it. And we'll get rid of this defend here. And that's it. I'm going to take 1 point of damage, but it's going to allow me to have better card draw next turn. And then, of course, I'm going to take an additional point of damage due to brutality. But I've got all this defense here. And you can see that because I draw 2 wounds, I did 12 points of damage, not having to do anything whatsoever. Okay, let's play our armament to upgrade our cards. And then let's play... So now we have enough defense, right? Let's go ahead and play the Thunderclap to get rid of another one of his debuffs. So he can absorb 1 more debuff. And then we're going to play this True Grit just to get rid of this strike here. And then we'll have 9 cards that we'll draw next turn. Okay. So let's see about actually doing more this time. So he's going to hit us for 10 points of damage. Let's play the Thunderclap. Then we will play. Let's see here. This is going to. Okay. We're going to see. We probably can kill him this turn. We'll play the Seeing Red to get more energy. Going to play the Bash to make him vulnerable. And then the Rampage to do that. And then the Strike. Nope. Not quite enough. Let's go ahead and play. Let's go ahead and we'll just play the Ghostly Armor here. Gives us a little bit more. So we'll take 3 points of damage this turn. And then 1 more point due to our Brutality. And then we'll kill him this coming up turn here. More than likely. Oh, nope, we did not get an attack card. Although we did do 12 points of damage to him. So we'll play... Actually, let's go ahead and play this Gambler's card. And we're going to replace all these cards. Because all we need is 2 strikes. And we didn't get them. Still a little bit short. Okay. Well, we'll play this True Grit. And we'll get rid of the armament. And then we'll play the Defend and the Defend. Okay, well, we'll take 1 more point of damage, and then we'll take him out with our Rampage. Here. Okay. And then we heal back 6. Oh good, we get a Dexterity Potion, so that was good to use. Okay, Clash. We can only play this if every card in our hand is an attack. Because we have Thorns, this is not a good card to have. Flex can be nice, it can actually be really nice, but because we're trying to limit the number of cards we play, and we don't have multi-hit cards, it's not great. This Pommel Strike here is a good card, allows us to draw, but we have enough card draw. So we'll go ahead and skip that. So we're not going to take any cards at all. Okay, let's go ahead and do our next fight. Okay, so we're familiar with the Cultist here. He's going to make himself, you know, increase his damage by 3 every turn starting next turn. So let's go ahead and take a look at how we want to play this. We'll play our Brutality. We'll play our Ghostly Armor, so that way we're not going to take damage from him. And then we'll play our True Grit, and we'll get rid of this Strike. And then we'll leave that there. So we're going to draw 9 cards next turn. So we have to decide what do we want to do and how do we want to do it here. We've got 4 energy. Let's go ahead and let's see. This is what we're going to be playing next turn, which is only 2 defense cards. This is a pretty weak drawing hand. So we might want to take that into consideration. So we only want to play 3 cards because we don't want to... we want the card draw for next turn. So we're definitely going to play the Rampage. Let's play the Bash. And let's start working on this Cultist here. And then we'll play our Rampage. And then hopefully we will, we're going to take 8 points of damage. But we're going to draw 9 cards next turn. So he just hexed us, which is not a good thing. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that is. Hex. Whenever you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 dazed into our draw pile. So again, the days are these bad cards. However, with our fire breathing, it becomes not a bad card. So we'll be good. So let's play the fire breathing. And then I want to play so we have enough defense, right? So we want to do offense here. But I don't want to play, I don't want to lose this ghostly armor. So we're going to play this bash again. And then we will play this ghostly armor. And then next turn, we should be able to kill him. So it dropped us dazed, and so we have 2 dazed in our hands, but now these are going to do 6 points of damage to both of them whenever they come up. So you can see this fire breathing card. Look at this. Wow. See that? A dazed, a wound, and a dazed. So we did 18 points of damage. We didn't have to spend a single energy in order to make it happen. Okay, I don't need this armament. Let's take a look. Anything else is not upgraded? This thunderclap, seeing red. A couple things are not upgraded. So I don't want to get rid of this daze just yet. But he's going to hit us for 21 points of damage. And we are weakened. So what we're going to do is, let's play this rage. Right, which is going to give us 5 block every time we do an attack. Okay. And it's also going to give us another daze that is going to do damage to him. And then we'll play the strike. And I'm going to go ahead and play this true grit. And I'm just going to exhaust this daze. This daze is ethereal, which means it's going to exhaust anyway. And then we're going to play the defend. So I'm not going to have as good a card draw next turn, and then we'll hit him there. Okay. So I think he's going to take, like, again, 18 points of damage. Look at that. All because of our fire breathing. So let's go ahead and play our thunderclap. And we'll play our strike. And then we'll end our turn with great card draw next turn. So he's going to hit us for a bunch of damage here. And can we kill him? We have a bash, and that's it. So let's play this armament card, which will upgrade our ghostly armor. And then we'll play the true grit. And we'll get rid of this defense card. And we kill him with fire breathing. You can see again how useful, like, we would have been in a lot of trouble with our pulling all these bad cards if we only were able to draw 5 cards. But we were drawing 9 cards. We were bringing in these bad cards. They were doing damage to them. We weren't having to spend energy. Just really, really nice. Okay. Upgraded Thunderclap. Carnage. We don't need this guy. Again, this is nice, especially if you're playing with with Flex. Let's go ahead and take this. Making people vulnerable is always really nice. Okay, Merchant. So we've got a lot of good options here. This feed will allow us to raise our max hit points, which is nice. This reckless charge will bring a dazed into our draw pile, which is, as we've seen, can be really nice. It's a 0 cost card that will do 7 damage plus another 6. So 13 points of damage. Armaments we don't need. Dark Embrace. So think about this. We're exhausting cards with our True Grit. So with this power, if we exhaust a card, we get to draw another card, which is nice. But we have enough card draw. I'm not sure. The only problem with the Reckless Charge is that we're trying to keep our actions to 3 per. And so even though it doesn't cost us anything, like, there's not a lot of high value in that. So let's go ahead and this is a nice relic if you get in the first act and you have a lot of money, but we don't have a lot of money. So let's go ahead and just get rid of a card. We'll get rid of a strike. And that'll be it for now. Okay. Let's go ahead and smid. So let's go ahead and make our Firebreathing a better card. We know we've got the thorns, so we'll take that. Okay, so we'll play this guy, play our Thunderclap, we'll gain 5 block, and then we'll draw 9 cards next turn. We're going to take some damage. Let's go ahead. Do I want to use a... No, we'll keep the potions for the boss. We'll take some damage here. Okay. So we need a lot of defense on this turn. So we'll play our Rage. Play our Thunderclap. Play our Rampage. Play True Grit. Get rid of the Strike. Play True Grit again. Get rid of this Defend. Okay. So we're only going to draw 6 cards this turn. But we got lucky. So, 1. I'm not going to play the Armaments because I want to play the Ghostly Armor and keep it. I want to play the Firebreathing. So, at 1, yeah. Let's play the Firebreathing. Except if I play the Bash, you know what, I'm going to play the Bash, and we're gonna 16, 24. We're gonna kill this guy. That's the better move. So we're gonna lose our Ghostly Armor. But it'll be fine. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's play the True Grit. And we'll get rid of this defend. Now we'll get rid of this strike. Play True Grit again. Let's get rid of the Rage. No, we'll get rid of the Scene Red. We're doing fine on energy. Then we'll play this defend here. Okay. So we're going to draw 9 cards next turn. We only have 12 in our deck at this point. And we just hit him for 20 points of damage here. So our Rampage is now doing 24 points. Let's go ahead and play a lot of cards this turn. So we'll play our Rage, play our Bash, play our Rampage. Not quite enough to kill him. And then we'll play this True Grit. And we'll get rid of this defend. So we're going to take a little bit of damage this turn as well, and we're 1 hit point shy of killing him. And now we'll kill him here with the Thorns. Okay. Okay, I should have used the potion. I don't want an attack potion. Let's see what our options are. Okay. So Headbutt. If we have Headbutt, that means that we can bring our Rampage back into our hand. But we kind of don't need to do that because our card draw is so good. So unless we get a really good card that's really going to make a difference, we're just going to kind of skip cards. Because we don't really need to make our deck any bigger. Okay, let's see what we got here. So he is not going to be doing status on us, but we still have those Thorns, and those Thorns are actually going to help us a lot against this guy. So we'll play that. We'll play our Ghostly Armor. We'll play our Rampage. And then we have 10 defense. Let's go ahead and give ourselves a little bit more defense. So we'll drink this guy. We're going to take 7 points of damage. And it's going to reduce our that shielding there from 4 to 3. Okay. This Rage will give us 3 defense. So let's go ahead and play the True Grit. And we'll get rid of... Let's go ahead and get rid of the Thunderclap here. And we'll get rid of the Scene Red. Then we're going to play this Defend. And we'll play this Defend. And then our Plated Armor will give us 3 more defense. So I'm not playing Brutality this turn because I want the card draw. So now we've got plenty of defense this turn, and we don't need it. So we'll play this Armament to upgrade all of our cards. Play our Bash to make him vulnerable. Then we'll play our True Grit to get rid of... Let's see here. To get rid of a Defend. And actually, we'll get rid of the Strike. Okay. So we have all this defense, and it doesn't really matter. But again, we're going to have really good card draw. So... But we don't have our Rampage. That's the one card I was hoping for. So let's go ahead and we'll play our True Grit. And we'll get rid of this Thunderclap. Play this Ghostly Armor. And then let's go ahead and we'll just play more than 3 cards here. And we'll play the Brutality as well. Okay. So we're only going to draw 6 cards. But man, you can see how nice that wound is. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and play our Thunderclap to make him vulnerable again. And then that'll kill him. Okay. Not bad. We started with 60 health, so we lost 2 on that. Got a Strength Potion. That'll be good. We don't need any more Thunderclaps, we don't need any more armaments, and we don't need the Body Slam. So we'll continue on here. Let's see what our Relic is. So whenever we deal 4 or less unblocked damage, increase it to 5. This can be nice if you're playing like a shielded enemy, things of that nature. It's not great, but it's not horrible. Okay, so do we want campfires? Let's see here. What would we upgrade? We'd want to upgrade probably the Seeing Red, the Brutality. Those are the ones to upgrade. Let's go see what the merchant can offer us. This would have been a nice card. This kind of goes with the Captain's Will. Intimidate can be really nice. We don't have enough. Oh, we're just 6 short. Okay. Let's just go ahead and get rid of another card. Let's just keep on working our way through. We'll get rid of another strike here. Keep our card deck really low, and let's just see what this event is. Oh, look at that. That was the right way to go. Every time we play 3 skills in a single turn, deal 5 damage to all enemies. This is kind of hard because we're trying to keep our card usage low. We'll have to keep that in the back of our heads. If we want to do 5 points of damage to all enemies, we can just play 3 skills. Okay, this Brutality will make this an innate card, so that means we automatically start with it, which can be good. Let's do that. So that we always know that we're going to get this. Okay, cool. And then we'll go. Oh, we don't have any money. Well, let's go ahead and see what this event is. Ooh, okay. Let's choose one of 20 cards. Maybe we'll find something good here that's really going to make a huge difference. Well, here's another Rampage, which would be good. Okay, so this card here, right? Every time you play it, it adds 2 wounds to our hand, but it's a big block card, and if you upgrade it, it becomes a 20 block card here. And again, it adds wounds. Normally that's bad, but again, with our fire breathing, it's actually really good. That's cool. Okay, we don't have any money, so let's do a fight. Cool. One, two. We're gonna play all of our cards this turn. just because I want the extra defense here. So we're going to play the Rage first. We're going to play the Brutality, play the Firebreathing, play the Thunderclap, which will give us 5 defense. And then because True Grit's the only card left, we don't exhaust anything. Okay. We're going to take 4 points of damage. We're going to draw 6 cards next turn. Okay. We're going to play this Armament, which upgrades everything. And then we'll play this Power Through. Okay. And then we'll play our True Grit. I want to play the True Grit. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the... Well, I don't want to take too many of our defensive cards out. Although we do have the Power Through and the Ghostly Armor. Yeah, let's go ahead and play the True Grit, and we'll get rid of the thing there. Okay. We got a lot of thorns, but again, our card draw is wonderful. Okay. Gonna hit us for 18, but we don't need to worry about it because of our Captain's Will. So we'll do Bash. Rampage. And then we'll play the Ghostly Armor just so that way we don't lose it. And again, we're going to draw 9 more cards next turn. Look at that. We just did 30 points of damage because of our wounds. So... we need defense here. So we're going to play Armament. Actually, we don't need it because of our Power Through. Okay. So we'll play our Power Through. And then we'll play our True Grit. And we'll just get rid of Armament here. And then we're going to draw 9 cards next turn. And more than likely, we might kill them just due to our status cards and our fire breathing. We're going to do 30 points of damage. Cool. And then, again, let's go ahead and we'll bash them. We don't even need to do that. We'll play this Power Through again. This is so mean. We're really messing this guy up here. And we'll just play our Ghostly Armor. And he's going to die next turn. We've got so many bad status cards in. Yep, and there we go. So again, killed him with our fire breathing. Okay. Okay. This corruption card is really interesting. It basically allows you to get rid of all of your skill cards. And you might think, well, why would you want to do that? Well, it'll allow you to do some looping with Dropkick, which is a card we haven't seen. But because we don't have any Dropkick, you need vulnerable cards that provide vulnerable, like Bash and Thunderclap, which we've got 3 cards. And then you need a Dropkick card, but we don't have Dropkick, so we're just going to pass on all of these cards. Let's go ahead and... so we can either rest and heal and get all our health back, or we can smith. And if we smith, we'd probably increase the power through. Let's go ahead and do it. Because we can set things up where Okay. Where we can have power through in our hand a lot. Okay, so let's play our brutality. Play our bash. Play our ghostly armor. And then I'll probably play both of these potions at some point. We'll see. Let's go ahead and end our turn. And we'll get 9 cards next turn. Okay. Let's play our Firebreathing. Let's play our Armament to upgrade all these cards. Then we'll play a True Grit. We'll get rid of a Defend. And we'll leave it there. So he frailed us and made us vulnerable for 2 turns here. So we just have to keep in mind that our defensive cards are not going to be as good. Okay. We've got a lot of defense from our Captain's Will. So I'm not going to play the Armament. I want to do the Thunderclap. But I also want to just start getting wounds in. You know, let's do the Thunderclap. So that way he's going to take more damage. We'll hit him with Rampage. And then we'll just play the True Grit for now. And we'll get rid of this Defend. And that'll be it. And we'll draw 9 cards again. He's not attacking us, so let's play the Bash. Play the Ghostly Armor to keep it in play. Let's play the True Grit, and we'll get rid of this Strike. Okay. So he's not attacking us again. Let's play a Thunderclap. Another Thunderclap. Let me think about this here. Do I want to get rid of the Armament? Yeah, another Thunderclap. And we'll play the Rampage here. And again, we'll get 9 cards here. So now he's really beefing himself up with block. He's starting there with 25 block, but we just took out 20 of it. Okay, he's going to hit us for 18 points of damage. So I don't have my Armament. We'll play the True Grit. And we can go ahead and get rid of a wound. We'll bring more wounds in via our power through. Then let's play this Ghostly Armor because I don't want to lose it. And then we'll play our Rampage. We want to keep on bumping that up. And we just want to get through. We want to keep our card draw at 9. If at all possible. So that way we can keep getting to our Rampage and keep on doing damage. Okay. Here's our Rampage again. So we're going to play our power through. And then we'll play our Rampage again. Now look at this, doing 48 points of damage. And then let's play True Grit. And we can get rid of another wound here. That's fine. So we're going to take 3 points of damage. But we're going to keep our card draw at 9. He's not attacking us this turn. So let's play... Let's see here. Let's play our Bash. Our Rampage. And then let's go ahead and get rid of... Let's get rid of this scene red. We're not... well, if I get rid of this one, then we lose our ghostly armor as well. Our Rampage is up to 48 damage, though, so let's go ahead. We're going to get rid of our scene red, and which also means we're going to lose our ghostly armor. But now our deck is even smaller. We only have 12 cards. So he's going to power himself up quite a bit here. But look at this, we got our... So he's not going to attack us, we're going to make him vulnerable again. I'll play our Rampage. Now it's doing 54 points of damage. So we're going to kill him like in 2 turns. Let's play our True Grit as our 3rd card. And we'll get rid of Disarmament. Okay. So now we only have 11 cards in our deck. So a high chance that we'll be able to get our Rampage again. He's going to try to hit us for a lot of damage here. But we have our Rampage. So let's go ahead and let's spend a lot of our energy in getting defense here. So we'll play our Rage, Thunderclap to make him vulnerable, which also gives us 5 defense. Rampage. We just did 63 points of damage to him. We'll play our Power Through. And then we'll play a True Grit. And we'll just get rid of a wound. So anyway, we almost mitigated all of, oh. I want to play a Plated Armor. I guess I could have played, I haven't played any of my potions. I haven't needed them, you can see here. That's okay, we can take the damage. Okay. Okay, and let's see here, we'll play Bash, True Grit, and let's get rid of Thunderclap. And then I can play one more card, so we'll make him vulnerable there, and he's going to die next turn. And where's our Rampage? There it is. Let's go ahead and do a Thunderstruck. Oh, he's already vulnerable. So we're going to hit him there for 96 points of damage. Look at our Rampage. It's gotten so strong, especially because he's vulnerable. And that's it. So, let's go ahead and take a look at our deck here. Again, keeping our deck small, we're using the negative effect of Power Through to bring in these wounds and doing a lot of damage with our Firebreathing, as well as the negative effect of our Mark of Pain. And we're keeping our deck small. We're using our True Grits to get rid of the cards we don't want anymore. And then, of course, if our wounds get a little bit too much, we can also get rid of our wounds via True Grit as well. So, and we have card draw. We're drawing 9 cards per turn due to Brutality and our Pocketwatch. Take a look at our card choices here. Again, all these are nice cards. Juggernaut is nice because it's a power, and every time we gain block, we can do damage. And because we've got, because we're playing pretty defensive, except for Rampage, we are playing a lot of block cards. So this one actually might be a good card to pick up. That will be kind of fun to play as well. So let's go ahead and we don't need max health. And we don't need the Fire Fiend. Let's go ahead and pick this guy up. That'll be fun. Okay, well, that is it for Act 2 for our very first run through the Ironclad character. You can see here how we're doing some interesting things here. We're leveraging this fire breathing. We're leveraging, again, these status cards to our benefit. We're keeping our deck small. We're running through our rampage. Again, that rampage did 96 points of damage on that final hit because we had looped through it so much due to our great card draw. We will continue on Act 3 in the next video. Hopefully this is helpful to you to see how a way that you can play this particular character. And we will continue in the next video. Hope that you continue to enjoy your time slaying the Spire.